There is none missing, not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no rust trails on my rim. If there was any rust trails, there was an indication of either a loose lug nut or a cracked rim. If I find any metal shavings on my stud, that's an indication of over tightness. I have my valve stem properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. It's not leaking. Easily accessible. It cannot be touching the rim, and the cap is on tight. I will check the pressure of the tire through my valve stem with the truck pressure gauge, and I would fill it according to the manufacturer's specification located on the sidewall of the tire. I have my mirror bracket properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No loose or missing nuts and bolts. I have my battery box. The battery box itself is not cracked, bent, or broken. Properly mounted and secured. No loose or missing nuts and bolts. My batteries are not cracked, bent, or broken, or leaking. Properly mounted and secured. None of my wires are worn, torn, or frayed. They are all making good connection to the battery terminals. There is no sign of excessive corrosion. I have my DEF and my fuel tank properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. They are not leaking. No unauthorized holes or welds. The caps are on tight. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. Properly mounted and secured. They're not leaking. I have my turn signal side marker 4-way flasher properly mounted and secured, not cracked, pitted, or broken, amber in color, and it works. I have my blue service line and my red emergency line properly mounted and secured, no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. The fittings are on tight on both ends. They're not leaking, making good connection from the tractor to my glad hands. My glad hands are not cracked, bent, or broken, properly mounted and secured. They are not leaking, and they have good rubber grommets. I have my green electrical cord properly mounted and secured, not worn, torn, or frayed. Making a good connection from the tractor to the trailer. My 7 electrical pins inside are not cracked, bent, broken, loose, or missing. They are in good condition. I have my locking caps properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, in the locked position. None of my wires or hoses are hanging low enough to be touching my catwalk. I have my tractor frame, my cross member, and my trailer frame properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No unauthorized holes or welds. No loose or missing nuts and bolts. I have my trailer apron properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No illegal holes or welds. There are no cracks in the weld. I have my kingpin that's attached to my trailer apron properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No illegal holes or welds. I have my fifth wheel skid plate properly mounted and secured to my fifth wheel platform. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. No loose or missing nuts and bolts or pins, and it is well greased. Inside my skid plate, I have my locking jaws. They're properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and they are safely locked around the kingpin shank. I have my locking jaw release arm properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. It is in the locked position. I have my slide pins or my locking pins. They are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. They are in the locked position. I have my side markers and my clearance lights properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Amber in color, they work. I have my DOT tank. Present, it's clean, it's visible, it's firmly affixed to the trailer, and it does not have any chunks missing. I have proper clearance from the end of my tractor to my landing gear, so when I turn I don't break my landing gear. I have my landing gear assembly. My legs are in the fully raised position. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. No loose or missing nuts and bolts. There are no cracks in the welds. I have my crank handle properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No loose or missing nuts and bolts, and it is in the stored position. have my landing shoes properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No cracks in the welds, they are free of debris. I have my cross members properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No loose or messy nuts and bolts, and there are no holes in my trailer floor in between. This trailer has a fixed tandem axle. It does not slide. I know this because there is no slide rail, no locking pins, or no release handle. And none of my airlines have any slack in order to move the channels back and forth. Here of my trailer, I have my clearance lights properly mounted and secured, not cracked, pitted, or broken. No loose or missing nuts and bolts. They are red in color and they work. I also have my tail lights, brake lights, turn signals, and four-way flashers properly mounted and secured, not cracked, pitted, or broken. Red in color, they work. I have my DOT tape. It's present, it's clean, it's visible, it's firmly attached or firmly affixed to the trailer. It does not have any chunks missing. I have my DOT bar or my bumper. It's properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No illegal holes or welds, no loose or missing nuts and bolts. I would inspect the right side of my trailer the way I did the left.